Welcome back
Ah.
to the Agony Booth. How are you, Jason? As you know, I am Joe Dove, and with me is the amazing, the illustrious Jason Roy Gaston. How are you feeling? You were coughing a little bit before we came live. How's that working out for you?
Well, I appreciate you bringing up my health in front of all these strangers. I am
strangers just a
I
friend
am
you haven't
getting
met
over
yet.
a very nasty case of the flu, the after effects of which are just kind of hanging around. So I am hacking my lungs out whenever nobody's looking, and I thought I was covering it rather well where nobody would know, but now everybody knows. So thank you. You know what? I'm just gonna let loose on this podcast right now. In your
if you guys hear, like, it's not a fur ball, it's just Jason hacking.
No, it is that is me. I'll be doing a Mark Jamison is what I'm gonna call it. So,
yeah.
Well, I'm being an old man.
I have gone through the worst of the flu myself. I had caught the version A. I don't know if that's the one you caught. Yes.
No one cares about our health problems. Let's just talk about
they
this.
do. They totally do.
They
that's
don't.
why they're
No
here.
one
Like
cares.
the whole room
Like
jumps
flu
out.
A,
There's
flu
so
B.
many people.
Who gives a damn?
All right.
It's
well, let's
too
say hi to
short
everybody.
a season for this nonsense. Let's just
say hi. Joanna says, "I made it." Well, welcome. It's so nice to have you.
If you guys want to hear about our health situations, just like tell us in the comments. I don't think y'all want to hear it.
I think
can tell you what color my stool is right now.
So we'll get to that.
I don't think y'all want to hear that either.
Our good friend D-Man. Hello, friends. Have a great show, everyone. From SNW to the Terran Empire. Yes, our good friend D-Man. No worries. Better out than kept in. You see, he's talking about health. That's a good friend, John.
That's what the doctor said about
Leticia says, hi, friends. And then My Figure Universe says, lungs are completely unnecessary. Cough them up. You see, people care about our health. And he muted himself, so you don't hear all of it. So and then my mom's on. Hi, Cosmic Mom. Good to see you.
Yes. Now, if Cosmic Mom wants to know how I'm feeling, I'll tell her.
She's
okay. He's got a point.
Honestly, I'd rather hear about your health than this godforsaken episode. Wow. Did you My Figure Universe? Let us know. Did you rewatch it recently? Because we did.
I literally just finished watching it, and good God, just good God.
See, another one asked me about our health.
By the cute beard stubble of the great koala. Jeez.
Yeah.
Just jeez.
John says, I do care. If the worst should happen, the world would be a lesser place. You see, people care. People care.
Oh,
I do want to hear about your health. Look at this. Look at this love. Look at this.
Okay, well, fine. Here we go. Yes, it was flu A. It was flu A. I had it 2 weeks ago. Still trying to get over it. Diminished lung capacity, and I'm coughing up vile things. There we go. Is everyone happy now?
Yes,
okay,
we're all happy.
And that actually was preferable to this episode.
Yeah, it was more exciting. That's for sure. Yeah, I always rewatch the episodes before you discuss them. Well, we appreciate that, My Figure Universe. So you can be right on par with us.
Poor man.
And go suffer through worse than Sub Rosa? Absolutely.
I would rather watch Dr. Crusher make whoopee with 10 green fart clouds than watch this dreck again.
Yeah. Sub Rosa is an Oscar-winning film compared to this episode. Yeah, it's a rough and tough one. We've got a lot to talk about today. We've got news in several places, including podcast news. So you're going to want to stick around. We're going to talk about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Jason may claim that he was unaware of some of this news, but he was aware. It's just we talked about it a long time ago. So let us hop into.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
WTF did we just watch? I forgot to remove the comment, so you got a little extra time there.
And when Jameson took that anti-aging serum, do you think his just kind of like went back up, or
that's a
suddenly
great
was that whenever he was sitting on the bridge chair and he just kind of went? I think they just kind of whipped back up like a bullwhip.
That's why he was huddled over in pain. That's why they went back in.
Yeah, that was it. Whenever he goes, it's because they went whoosh.
Exactly, like a reverb from a rubber band. Exactly. Jason,
the speed of sound.
What WTF did we just watch?
We watched what is, without a doubt, the worst cast part in all of Star Trek and the worst guest actor in all of Star Trek. Now, the guest actor in question, his name is, I just had it, and it even my phone doesn't, Clayton Rohner, who has had a very long career. He's still acting. Looks dramatically different now. Now he looks like Old West Santa Claus, but that's fine. So I have no doubt that this man has talent. He was just wrong for this part. Wrong in the wrongest way. I felt bad for him. I just see this as not only acting choices, but directing choices, because I did not buy him as an old man. And the problem is he is an old man for a very, very long time in this episode. One might say too long a season in this episode as an old man. Because he almost acts like a teenager pretending to be an old man.
Right.
Just the whole, I am an old man, Picard, and I was an old man last year, and I will be an old man this year. And it's just unbelievable. Now the makeup I can excuse, because it was a product of the 80s, and it's fine. That's what they had back then. But the acting was so poor. It was just, there's just no other word for it. It's just so poor. And the fact that he is the central character of this episode destroys everything. Put that into account, he's also extremely unlikable. An extremely unlikable character that by the end, the episode almost demands you feel empathy for. And I don't. When he's sitting there dying and saying his last words to his wife, I'm just like, die already. Just die.
He almost S8'd her. Like, very weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for war crime sex perverts. Because that's what he is. He's a war criminal and a sex pervert, and a bad actor on top of that. I'm just talking about, I'm not saying that Clayton Rohner was a war criminal or a sex pervert, although his performance in this episode is very close to war crimes. But just terrible character, terrible acting. This is, and I mentioned it to you right before we went on, this was the episode that made DC Fontana quit Star Trek.
Yeah.
Because Gene's lawyer, what was his name? Maurice Hurley? No, was it Maurice Hurley? I don't remember his name. But the lawyer, who had no business doing this and no right to do this, was rewriting scripts, and he took this one and rewrote it significantly, and DC Fontana was like, out, and she was gone.
Wow.
So this is the episode that got the legendary DC Fontana to nope out of Star Trek.
Nope, I'm out.
Nope.
Well, there was a lot. I mean, the one thing that really bugged me about this episode, besides the terrible acting, was the main villain, Carnass. And
yes, Cornass. Gotcha. Yes.
Cornass. Yeah, it was just
corny ass. Gotcha.
Right. It was just like all over the place, and it was just difficult to kind of like follow. I mean, the meat and potatoes of it I got, but like the timeline with him and his wife, and then the guy, was he young at that time, or was the planet making him young, or but apparently he found the magic elixir in a bottle or something. I don't know. He kept lying about it. It was just like, well, dude, like, what story are we going with, and what's the actual result of his Benjamin Button syndrome here? Because it was just frustrating. What were you gonna say?
I don't know if you've ever seen the outtakes to season 1. There's this great moment where Michael Pataki, who plays Cornass,
Cornass,
is at his desk, and he's saying his lines, and it is almost like it almost seems like it is a comedic actor making fun of hammy actors because
Mm.
he's sitting at his desk going, "Then the hostages will die. No, then the hostages will. Then the hostages will die. Then the hostages will die. Then the hostages will die." He just says this line over and over again. He goes, "But I just can't do this. It's just not hitting my. Go again. Go again."
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta find those. That sounds amazing.
There were definitely choices made in this episode.
Poor choices.
There were choices, yes.
Well, the cool thing about Karnas is this is not his first time at the rodeo. He was a Klingon in the original series. In fact, he was the Klingon that started the bar fight, the infamous bar fight in.
Was he the one about, "No, I said the Enterprise should be hauled away"?
Yeah.
As garbage.
Yep, that's the guy.
Ade, you're gonna go on to be a really bad guest actor in the
future. Yeah, he's the one that started that whole spiel, and didn't get to reprise his role as that Klingon in the future episode from Deep Space Nine, which I think is
that's because Scotty killed him.
Oh, did he get killed?
That's my headcanon. Scotty killed him.
In my headcanon, he did. I tell you, he did.
Not even during the fight. Maybe a few years later, like right before Scotty disappeared on the Janolan, that old Klingon's in the back alley on Kronos, and you just hear from behind him, "What should be hauled away as garbage?" He turns around just as a knife gets buried into his chest. "You will remember her name. It was Enterprise." And then just walks away as he like bleeds out.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
"I don't even know who you are. Then the hostages will die."
Wait, can I have the hostages will die?
Let me do it again. Let me do it again. Oh my god.
Yes. A little bit of a messy one. We did get just about the entire cast in this one, from Dr. Crusher all the way to Wes for 5 seconds. So I thought that was pretty.
Was Wesley in this? I don't even remember seeing him in this episode.
I think he just like walked on. Hi, it was real quick. But
this is my only line.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was in
Wheaton's getting paid this week.
Yeah, Wheaton getting $1. All right, let's hop into it. A little bit of flatulence never hurts. At least that was more exciting than this episode. All right. Why did they do that? Why did they make this war-torn story of a man being Benjamin Button himself?
It was cliched. And Star Trek simply did not take chances during that time. They stuck to tried and true formulas of no interpersonal conflict and science fiction stories that we've seen a million times before. And quite honestly, this episode would have worked without the reversed aging crap in it. It would have been so much better because you could have cast an older person to play the Admiral. Again, I am not disrespecting the actor who played the Admiral too much. I'm certainly disrespecting him quite a bit because, as I said, I think it was a combination of bad acting and bad directing and bad writing that led to the creation of Admiral Mark Jamieson. But you could have had a seasoned actor of the age of 70 or 80 play this role, and it could have been an episode of many years ago I made a decision that compromised our values, and now I want to atone for it before I die. It could have been powerful. It could have been, but they didn't want it to be. And that is what I have said a million times. Say what you will about the early seasons of Discovery, say what you will about Section 31, say what you will about Enterprise. The worst and weakest and most insulting that Star Trek has ever been was the first season of Star Trek The Next Generation, because the show did not take chances. It was cowardly, and it was uh
It was playing it safe, baby.
it was playing it safe under the guise of we're doing something revolutionary when they weren't. They
Mm.
were just doing the same thing. They were going through the motions. They didn't want to rock the boat. And I have nothing but reverence for what Gene Roddenberry created, but he was the problem.
So
And
Roddenberry got
I'm
in
just
Roddenberry's way.
it was Roddenberry and his lawyer. They were the problem. And say what you will about Kurtzman and Berman and all those people, Roddenberry was the worst executive
Oh,
producer in
wow.
Star Trek during the first season of Star Trek The Next Generation. And I know people are getting mad at me, but you know what? I'm just speaking truths that are historically accurate.
Well,
And this episode is proof positive that this was the absolute worst that Star Trek has ever been. And if it ever gets this bad again, I'm going to nope right out.
nope.
I really will.
I mean, there are redeeming features of this episode. We'll get into that in a little bit. Stick around for that. But why would they do that? I feel like this was a budget constraint too, because the alien planet just seemed like pieces of a studio. I really didn't feel like they were really taking any big budgetary expense to go outside and film in some random space to kind of make it feel like they were going into a great spot. I feel like they just put up a wall and we're like, yeah, just use the lot B, and then we'll cut through that and go through. Like, they really didn't want to take chances. They really didn't want to spend a lot of money. I feel like this was the safe way to bring the story along for the building and development of the crew, because this got a moment to shine for Beverly Crusher, where she really kind of figured out what was going on with the good admiral, who is this the original Badmiral? Would you consider him an original Badmiral?
Was this the first bad admiral we saw on Next Generation?
I think so.
He's definitely one of the trailblazers of Badmiral
Yeah,
status.
that whole Badmiral thing, that was all me, Connors.
Yes, Picard, I was the original bad admiral. It was all me.
Hold on, I got to do the head bob.
It was all me, Picard.
Yeah, he.
I was the original
Why?
bad.
He's the original Funko Pop as well. I don't understand why he made that decision to shake, because not all older people shake their heads when they have a conversation. They just kind of move along slower.
Well, I mean, he's supposed to have that condition, that science fiction condition that nobody has now, but everyone has in the future. I don't know. I guess it was like passed on venereally from an alien at one point or another.
Some
It's
Kirk
just,
got.
it doesn't look real. It literally looks like he's head bobbing.
Yeah.
Picard, we need to go to the planet and we need to rescue the hostages.
Oh boy. Well, yeah, it was just a lot of weird choices there. I also felt bad for his wife because she was just kind of there, didn't really have a purpose. When he arrived in that Professor Xavier chair, I was like, "Ooh, X-Men," but as slowly as she got into it, was like, "Nope, nope, no, 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 no."
That chair.
Uh-oh.
It comes into play again later in the season, because that is the chair that Remick is sitting in before his head is exploded.
Oh, wow.
They just took the doors off of it.
Look at that. I thought maybe that it was the same chair, but
Yeah,
oh
can
man,
you
that's
imagine? He
crazy.
probably smelled like old man farts when Remick was in. It's no wonder he wanted to die at that point.
Yeah, just kill me, Picard.
We seek peaceful coexistence, Picard.
I mean, you know what? They could have hired that
This,
dude.
don't you? The hate is flowing through
Oh,
you now.
No, you.
No,
Anyway,
no. Power.
unlimited.
Unlimited power.
Oh man, good old Star Wars. And the other thing is, like, now that I'm thinking about it, the guy who played the Admiral in Conspiracy, the older gentleman that became badass kung fu that he could Quint, yeah, he could like put his hands up and
Who shapeshifted into a stunt double every time he had to hit somebody.
Yes, that was amazing. True Trek 4, man. That was still one of my favorite episodes of the first season. Probably the best episode of the first season.
Yes. Went switching back and forth between a generic geriatric white man and a 20-something-year-old Asian man. That was pretty amazing.
That was
In a
pretty
wig.
amazing. In a wig. I think that it would have behooved the studios to put that admiral in, because then you would have been like, oh wait, was that guy a worm slug guy the whole time? Was he had the butt bugs in him the whole time? They would have been like built some type of, conspiracy.
It would have sullied the name of the butt bugs.
No, it would have been cool, because you would have been like, wait, was he the whole thing? And like he didn't die, that would have been, I thought it would have been a really cool thing to.
One of the only things about this episode that I think almost works but doesn't really is the fact
save that. That's for the next.
Oh my god.
We're still talking about the bad stuff, man. And why they did it. All right, well, let's hop into what good things did they do? Let's talk about redeeming features. I think Thomas Safran watches our show for that. Just that one section. That's my work.
No, you should. It's good work.
It's great work.
Unlike the old age makeup in this episode, it's good work. Thomas, be proud, man. Be proud. You did not work on too short a season.
Yeah. So
we're leave a comment. I did work on too short a season.
Yeah, right. So sorry. I didn't mean it.
So sorry. You know I'm not. That was bad.
Go ahead. You were saying.
Okay. Redeeming features. I'm going to back up a little bit. Marcia Hunt, who plays Ann Jamison, I actually thought she was a bright spot in this episode. I really did. I felt like she was just and it's because she was the only actual old person on set.
Yes.
And so she brought just this wonderful performance. She was 70 years old at the time.
Wow.
And she just brought this wonderful, heartfelt performance where she was supportive and yet hurt. She acted the way that you would expect someone to act. The fact that this is happening and it hurts her. And whenever he says he's got this elixir, and I just thought, it's kind of a weird, selfish thing to say, but at the same time, it felt real when she goes, and you didn't even ask me if I wanted some.
Yeah, that was
real. That's very real. Marcia Hunt, by the way, passed away in 2022.
Yeah.
At the age of 104.
She lived a long time because she was 70 and lived all into 2020.
She had a long season. And as one of the only bright spots in too short a season, I would say that probably bought her many years on Earth. The good graces of the universe was like, oh, honey, you elevated this episode at least by 0.5%. Boom, you get some extra life for that.
There you go.
But yeah, 104. That's outstanding. The other thing that I thought almost but did not quite work is the fact that it is a story of righting a wrong that you did. Now, I wish they would have just dumped the whole Lazarus aging backwards Benjamin Button bullcrap that they did and just focused on, I'm an old man who 40 years ago, I made a mistake, and now it is coming back to haunt me, and I need to make it right before I die.
That would have been
that alone could have been a very human story. It did not have to be ultra sci-fi'd to death. We could have had a seasoned, mature, older actor play the role of Jamison. It might not have been great, but it would not have been what it is now. And I really feel like the writer and the lawyers and everybody who butchered this script basically decided, too many words. Let's throw in this bit from the animated series that will make it like the Trekkies will go, yay, I remember that, yay. But yeah, it's just awful. It's just awful all the way through.
So Will Wheaton was not in this episode. I thought it was like a brush and blink and you missed it. There we go. But he was just credited. So I just wanted to
it was a lamp. You probably thought it was him.
Well, I mean, it could have been a blend of the carpet because the shirt he was wearing was always like, what's going on?
That rainbow bright uniform was just, it was not the vibe. It just wasn't. I love Will Wheaton very much. And I know everything he was going through at the time has really changed my perception of him and Wesley Crusher. But that rainbow bright uniform, I mean, yeah, no, just no. He should have said, Wesley, I'm going to make you an acting ensign. Oh, goody. And you're going to wear this. I'm just going to go stand in the turbo lift and just peek if you don't mind. It's fine. That's fine. No, you keep that. Was that in your closet already? Where the hell did you get that?
I really don't need that. I just wear. Can I just wear the regular ensign uniform? I mean, that would be cool. Or can I just wear a Star Trek T-shirt? A shirt that says Star Trek on it?
You have to wear this. Look, it's got a zipper in the back where your bum is.
It's a onesie.
You have that.
Why do they make that? Is that part of the thing?
Yes. You need to make number 2. All you have to do is zip down the butt. Here, let me show you. No, leave me alone. So it has corrupted everything.
Yeah. For me, one of the redeeming features is we got to actually get a badass away team. We got Captain Picard, we've got Tasha Yar, we've got Worf and Data. That's pretty dope. That's a dope away team. They should have just. I was shocked that they didn't just wreck shop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's an awesome away team, and then it's like, let's go this way. This is the way to get to the bad guys. Sir, according to the tricorder, it's actually this way. I know the way, Mr. Data. It's this way. Captain, it's not that way. Let's go back. Oh, fudge nuggets. It's not this way. What do we do?
Yeah.
We could cut down that wall right there. Oh, yeah. Jordy, I forgot you were here.
Oh yeah, Jordy was there too.
This is why I'm here, so I can look at this wall. Okay. Yeah. You can disappear again. Okay, yay.
Gonna go back to the Reading Rainbow. I thought that part was pretty cool. It was weird that they almost all died. If they didn't get transported off at that time, as you could see, the laser fire was going exactly through where they were. So they would have all been pretty much toast.
Jameson's an idiot.
Jameson is mega idiot.
He sucks.
He's the worst. He sucks. The worst. Yeah.
I am the worst.
I don't know why they gave me that promotion.
I can't even act that badly because he's doing that. Almost like I'm making fun of an old man.
It makes me wonder, like, why don't admirals retire? Because he seemed pretty old.
Well, I mean, he was like 80 something, and come on, Admiral McCoy was still on active duty at 147.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I like in my head canon. I keep saying the word head canon, but I like the word head canon because it makes me sound like a Masters of the Universe character.
Oh,
in my head canon, people in the future, they live to be 150, 160, no problem. So, why wouldn't you still be an admiral at 88, I think is what they said at one point.
Yeah.
Now, health problems and everything, at that point, you should probably just
bow out.
Just retire and live out what's left of your life on a beach in Fiji with the naked women that Cochrane wanted to go find.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gross. Can you imagine that? Jameson sitting there in that chair going,
come here, baby. Come sit in my lap. I won't be able to feel it. Just sit in my lap. Oh, my goodness. You just broke my knees. You broke my knees. Anne, this woman just broke my knees. Give me my phaser.
Said phaser's just done.
That phaser's just done. Oh, I just shot myself in the crotch. Oh, good thing I can't feel anything.
This is already better than the episode that we just watched.
Exactly.
I want to see about the island.
You know what? Forget another Section 31 movie. I want Jameson and Anne on a beach. That's what I want.
Dial it.
Jameson and Anne.
He ends up with all the lady boys.
Too short a movie.
Too short an episode. What is it? Short treks?
Yes. Let's do a short trek with Anne and Jameson on the beach.
It's like head bop.
I can write it. I could eat a bowl of alphabets and crap out a better script than that lawyer managed to write.
Wow. All right. Well, luckily he's not involved anymore. I don't know if he's even still with us, but neither here nor there. I pose to you a question.
I'm not going to say what I want to say, so I'm just not going to say it. But you know what I want to say, so I don't have. So it can be communicated without me saying it.
Exactly. We got it. We're here like brothers.
I'm a bad person.
Do we want to have a regular Agony booth next week and just spin the wheel, or do we want to watch another Agony and watch Nemesis? For you, an Agony, I love Nemesis. I leave that question to you right now.
So, do I want to be tortured or do I want to be tortured?
And you're not going to Egypt this time,
or should I be tortured?
Yes. How do you feel? What say you?
I suppose we have to do Nemesis, don't we?
Ah, there it is.
That'll give me an excuse to go run off to another country in the Middle East.
No. You can't leave.
I've always wanted to visit United Arab Emirates. I hear Dubai is lovely this time of year.
All right, so let us change it up a little bit. Let's jump into the big Star Trek news. Are you ready?
Sure.
Let me catch up.
All right. Well,
Hello, I'm Mark Jameson, and this is a big Star Trek news. I just soiled myself. Film at 11.
Quick, get me the girl from the beach. I need someone to change me. Well, Master Replicas has gone above and beyond. They made some really dope figurines for us to get.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Playmates!
Yes.
This is what you should have done.
Yes, this is what you should have done.
Idiots.
Yes, we have a slew of figurines coming out.
Look at me.
I am so excited. We've got...
Oh my gosh, look at the Lower Decks figures.
Yeah. We've got Lower Decks, we've got Strange New Worlds, and we've got Picard Season 3. We've got a smorgasbord of toys.
Oh,
I thought
my cue. Look at that.
Specifically of you, my figure universe, when I saw this. So I was super excited.
Okay. Them Lower Decks figures will be mine, and I want Silver Daddy Worf.
I want Silver Daddy Worf, and I want Grandpa Picard.
Oh my gosh, look
that
at that.
Spock one looks pretty
They look awesome. They do. That is what Playmates should have done.
Yeah.
I don't understand why nobody wants to buy our figures that look like garbage and break when you lightly tap them.
Oh, look at those. Oh, I love them.
Yeah.
I absolutely love them. I didn't know they were making these. This is the first time you've done Star Trek news, and I'm like, wow, I'm glad that you brought this up.
Woo, I did it.
Where did you go? Where are you at?
I'm still here.
You in the bathroom?
No.
You better not be using the bathroom again.
This is the Playmates, just so people have a reference. This is why I went and took a toy off my shelf. Okay?
You went and took a something, yeah.
I was a toy off my shelf. I am short. Okay, you met me in person. You're like a foot taller than me.
You're like a wee little baby.
I'm like a wee baby.
Like a wee baby. I could just get
out
of my way.
I don't have Spock. That's the only one I'm missing, and they're quite expensive to get online now.
I have Spock in there, but I took them out of the packages because people who keep them in packages are monsters.
I am not a monster. But I just want to showcase the detail or lack thereof. Does that look like Ricardo Montalban to you?
Looks like Mark Jameson.
God,
I will hunt you around the Antares maelstrom before I give you up.
Yes,
Kirk,
I need the bedpan.
Kirk, where are my slippers, Kirk?
I thought this was a pretty incredible set to start off with.
They're beautiful. Okay. I kind of thought that the Star Trek figures were done, at least like these action figures, but I look at these and the only thing I can think of is I want all of them.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, those Lower Decks figures are just fantastic. And oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's
look at that. This is making me feel ways that I have not felt in years.
It looks like there's a lot of
ways I haven't felt in years either.
If you're excited for this, please be sure to comment below and like. If you are not watching live, we're going to get into our live chat in a quick second. But I also wanted to announce, of course, we're not coming out with figurines.
We
not
should.
like that anyway.
We should.
We should. I mean, we could get
action
3D figure. If you guys want. But we're going to have a Patreon. Isn't that exciting? The Captain's trying to pay us to do stuff.
You're going to make us beg.
I'm not begging.
Turn us into internet beggars.
No.
That's okay. You know what? I have no dignity. Let's beg.
Yes.
Beg, baby.
So coming soon, you're going to see a slew of tiers. There's going to be 3 tiers.
And this is a slew of tears, just like I had when I had to watch this episode.
Yes, you're going to have 3 tiers that you can take part of in the Captain's Quadrant. And we're going to be different. A lot of these Patreon offerings are always based on, tiers of command, chains of command. We're not doing that because everybody else did. So we're we're doing something different. You're going to see that in the upcoming weeks as we launch our new Patreon. I'm so excited. And it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to be able to kind of take the reins and make some choices for the Captain's Quadrant. It's all up to you for the very low price. We're super cheap.
Which tier is going to require the nudity?
Oh, I think that's the final tier, the final front tier. You get it? Yeah.
The final frontal tier, yes.
The final frontal tier, yes. And we are coming out with a website. Yes, we have a website coming up.
Tell me more.
Yes, we're going to read some of the words that Jason Roy Gaston has to say about some episodes. You're going to be able to see some of our older episodes, so I don't have to go and doom scroll on YouTube to share with someone when they ask me about it. And you can also buy merch. We're going to have a brand new merch store coming up soon because we are nearly at 3,000 subscribers. We are about to hit a level of YouTube dumb that's going to open up doors.
YouTube dumb really seems to cover it. Yeah.
Yeah. YouTube dumb. It's going to open up airlocks.
3,000.
And it's going to allow us to really have a great time with everybody. I'm very excited for where things are going. And I can't wait to take this journey with you, Jason Roy Gaston, and you out there in the universe. So we are not spinning the wheel of agony. Hey, man, I thought it sounded good. It sounded good in my head anyway.
I'm afraid it didn't, but it sounded bad.
But we're going to have an aftermath. We're going to chat with everybody.
We were just talking about you. Everybody hates you. Congratulations.
Now, what you
It'd
did
be me here in a second getting all the hate from the comments going, you said what about Gene?
Yeah, right. His son was it Eugene Roddenberry, I think his name. The son?
Gene.
It's Gene. He named his
great
kid Gene.
bird of the galaxy.
All right. Let's say hello to our friends. Let's go back up. If there's one saving grace from this episode, it has to be Pike's chair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I would have loved to have heard the chair go beep beep at one
point. Yeah.
Like, even if it's just him going through the hallway and like Wesley gets in his way, just meep meep.
Get out of the way, you know, bastard.
Guys, get out of the way. Teacher says, fuck, man.
I get you. Yeah.
Jonas, I've had to be an actor one time in my life, and at least they put me in the right role.
Yeah. I'm going to say again, I know it sounds like I was trashing Clayton Rohner, but I honestly don't think this was 90% not his fault. No. I think he made some choices that didn't help, but I just think he was horribly miscast.
Yeah, I agree.
Horribly miscast.
They should have just put some older person. Demon, I'm always a cop in every role I typically play.
He's not lying. Every time he will show me a picture. He'll be like, look, I got a new part. And I'm like, you're a cop again? He sent me one. I don't know what show he was on, but it was a show set in England. And he was an English Bobby. And I'm just like, you're an English cop now. That's funny. I'm always happy for your success. Always happy for your success.
Always. You're the best, man.
One day, you'll win an Oscar for playing a cop.
Playing a cop. You don't understand what it means to be behind this blue line. Oh man, Damon really killed that. He really killed it.
Yeah.
I was in a play. I had to perform it 4 times for all the other elementary schools in the area back when I was a freshman in high school. Wow. I was also in a play in high school. I played Terry, the brother of Lee, who died. I remember some of my lines. You want me to go over them? No. No, we don't want to do that. D-Man says, LOL, nice.
My favorite role I ever played was Pharaoh in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. That's
that'll
the coolest I've ever been in my entire life.
No, you were cool when we were on the stage in Trek Long Island doing stupid
but I was not Elvis cool.
No.
I wasn't genocide Elvis cool. That was really cool.
That'll do it. Yeah. He was actually the gingerbread man. That's pretty interesting. Classic. I was the only one who could fit into the cardboard oven. Who do you think was forced into that role? Oh my goodness.
Maybe Clayton Rohner was the only one who could fit into the chair.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Oh, nobody's as thin as the other Pike. I was also in a play. I played a bear. Interesting.
A bear. What?
My Figure Universe says, I will support your Rottenberry being a bad showrunner and producer simply based on the fact that he put people he wanted into key positions that screwed people when it came to season 2. Oh.
All right, I got My Figure Universe in my corner, so I don't need anybody else because he's
there you go. There you go. Jonas I was 4'11" and under 100 pounds. Wow.
Okay, you would have little wee man.
Yeah, I feel good about myself.
I could have put you in a little. I could have put you in a little rosebud and put you to sleep. You look like a little fairy in there.
You could fit in my pocket.
Fairy, just all curled up, just snoozing away. We just look at you and go, "Oh, look at the wee little guy."
Wow.
Like,
so it worked.
It's like Horton here's a who. My accent got really bad there at the end. But you know what? Still better than Mark Jamison.
Oh, I'm gonna show this to Sean and see what he thinks. It worked well for all the scenes where all the actors are supposed to pick me up. So yeah, that makes sense. They definitely weren't picking me up.
I truly recommend people watch the documentary Chaos on the Bridge. I second that.
Okay.
Because it is you honestly, if you've ever wondered why the first couple of seasons of TNG were so bad and so weird, this documentary is both fascinating and horrifying.
Ooh.
And it's narrated by William Shatner.
Oh.
And it's just it's a trip. It is a trip. Last I saw it's on Netflix, not Netflix. I'm sorry. It's on Amazon Prime, and I do believe it was free. If you got a subscription, so yeah. It's available for free on YouTube.
There you go.
Yeah, watch it. I fully recommend it. It's one of my favorite Star Trek documentaries.
That shake. He's got the DTs. Don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. Okay.
Yeah. The Black Shades from Johnny Mnemonic. Oh yeah.
I haven't seen Johnny Mnemonic since it first came out because I just remember watching it thinking, wow, this is really bad.
This should be on the wheel of agony.
Keanu Reeves is never going to recover from this.
No, he did. He's all right. Wow, not often people bring up Johnny Mnemonic.
Joe, Jesus.
All right, starting to show my age. Yes, no, we're all showing our age because we all remember Johnny Mnemonic. The corrupted future version of Cowboy in Pajamas.
These references are going right over my head.
Yeah, that one. I don't get that one. The buttons replaced by a zipper.
What the hell are they talking about?
Why don't the admirals retire? I'd like to say that that's a Star Trek equivalency of why politicians don't retire.
Oh my gosh. Mark Jamison is Mitch McConnell. You could tell from the part on the bridge whenever the hostage taker is talking to him on the screen, and he just sits there and goes, beep beep.
The known torture or the unknown torture? I think they're both. Yeah, that's a good point. That would have been.
Yeah, I'll go with the known torture.
Yeah, we'll do the known torture. We'll do that.
I can at least do my Bane impression whenever Tom Hardy comes on screen. Picard. Good to see you. You were merely adopted the final frontier. I was
born in it.
I was
molded by it.
I did not see the stars until I was a man.
Well, technically, that line can fit in Nemesis because he lived in Remus.
Yeah, that was why I said it, Joe.
I'm just for those that don't get it, I'm trying to help them out. Yeah.
They get it.
I don't know.
They get it, Joe.
Trek Culture put the top 10 worst things in Nemesis today. I was shocked that there was only 10.
Well, top 10. Top 10. There's more than just 10.
Well, get ready because next week we're diving in it with our special guest. So we'll have a lot of fun getting into Nemesis. I love Nemesis. I'm gonna try to defend that film.
Good luck.
I might not succeed, but I'm gonna try.
You want to have a Heart of Darkness movie with no balls and sexual assault on the side of one of your favorite characters? Hey, we've got a movie for you.
Wow.
Also killing off one of your favorite characters.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of damage to your childhood.
Defend that, Joe.
There was sacrifices made that had to be made for the future of not only the crew but the actor who could no longer.
Yes, you can tell how important those changes were by the way that the Picard reversed them and made everything better.
It made it way better. My post of the new figures is titled "Pros and Cons." Oh, just like our.
Yeah, we have that copyrighted. You'll be hearing from our lawyer.
Yeah. That when we're at the movies next week, actually, when we're at the movies with our special guest, we'll be bringing back our pros and cons section. So be sure to join us.
Cons and cons and cons and cons and
cons. No, there's a lot of pros. There's a lot of pros. That's scorpionship. Yes. Act Mars attacks. Could you imagine if the tiny midget was made to be the big bad wolf who eats the gingerbread man at the end? I'm assuming he's
what in the. I think we lost him. I think he's.
No, I think that he's referring to him playing the gingerbread man in the show.
He's worse than you talking about your health problems
or my allergies. Let's not forget about my allergies. That would be Crusher's outfit that you were talking about. Yes. We appreciate your comment from Twitch, but we are not going to share that. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, next week we will be joined.
Exclamation mark behind your name. I'm just wondering.
That's actually a mistake. It was supposed to be at Captain Squadron.
Oh, so it's just Joe Dove!
Joe Dove!
Joe Dove!
Yeah. But I didn't get a chance to put the rest in. Yes. A lot of exciting news today. The new website.
Every time you leave your apartment, you just kick the door open, just Joe Dove! Walk down the hallway. Stiff arm an old lady out of the way. Joe Dove!
Can you imagine?
That would be awesome. See, you'd be 20 times cooler.
All right. I guess I'll do it then.
Try it. Take a hot dog out of some random person's hand on the street. Joe Dove! You don't even take a bite out of it. You just walk 5 feet, look them right in the eye, and drop it. Joe Dove.
I sound like a psychotic man.
That's Joe Dove.
That's Joe Dove. Joe Dove. I when I was younger, I would have definitely done that. Nowadays, I'm just like too slow. I can't run away as fast as I could back then. But I can still run for a man my size. Just don't sleep on Joe Dove. Yes, the Beverly Crusher band, the Beverly Crushers. One of them will be joining us, or many of them will be joining us in the Captain Squadron.
Cool. Will they be performing?
I hope so. That'd be cool. First live performance. That would be really cool. I'll ask.
Be amazing. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, next week's going to be a lot of fun. So the Beverly Crushers will be joining us live next week in the Agony booth at the movie Star Trek. It's going to be a lot of fun talking about good old Nemesis. I can't wait to watch that again. I have a signed copy of that movie by Brent Spiner himself. And when I met Brent, I said, this is one of my favorite Next Generation movies. And he looked up at me and went, mine too. The first, it was like, are you fucking with me or are you serious? But I was dead serious. I gave him that Joe Dove, and he was like, okay, I'll sign this.
He called like LeVar later that day. Yeah. So I told him it was my favorite and he believed me. LeVar's just, how do you get this number, Brent? Stop calling me.
And of course, I fumbled my name, and it was very hilarious for my ex, who laughed at me. He's like, "Why did you get so nervous? You're never nervous. You got so nervous." Like, that's Data. So anyway, that's my Nemesis story. Joe Dove. So yes, lots of fun, amazing things happening in the Captain Squadron. So excited to take this journey with you, Jason Roygaston. You are awesome. Thank you for joining me every week. And thank you to all of you who join us. Everybody, we are grateful for you to stop in, say hello, and giving us those likes. Please be sure to share. And if you are new, we had a very high run of subscribers this last week, and we appreciate each and every one.
Most of them off today, but that's cool.
No, they're locked in, baby. They're gonna be like, this show's got potential.
Spend 10 minutes talking about having the flu.
It's a podcast.
And he just screamed his name over and over again. What the hell kind of podcast is this? I like the guy in the banana shirt, but my God.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny. There was a comment about your shirt. Somebody liked it, I think. Let's see. Yeah, there it is. I am the great Camolio. By the way, Jason, I love your shirt, banana.
Of course you do. My shirt is amazing.
All right, guys. Until next week, live long and prosper. Be well. Be kind to each other. And And Jason is a great cornholio.
Joe Dove.
Joe Dove.
You've made it through the Agony Booth, a Captain's Quadrant show. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you share this video with 5 people will also be in agony. Join us every Friday at 9 p.m. EST for more live shows, including Wormholes, Section 31 and a half, because we have questions, and At the Movies,